The Legacy Sports Network proudly presents the Interscholastic Hockey League Justice Cup Final. Tonight from the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center, we are live. All chips are on the table. Everything hangs in the balance. It's do or die as the Woodlands Highlanders attempt to go back-to-back. Tonight they face off against the Cinco Ranch Cougars. Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center high atop the ice. I'm Michael Silvers, joined as always by David Feliciano. The Woodlands Highlanders enter tonight's Justice Cup Final after a perfect 3-0 record through the round robin playoffs this week, which included a 4-2 victory over the Cinco Ranch Cougars. They outscored their opponents through those three games 14-3, and their best players were exactly that, as the ISHL's top goal scorer and point getter, senior Austin Guido, tallied 8 goals and 3 assists to lead the way for the Highlanders.
Well, Woodlands, the dynasty program in the ISHL, the most titles, most appearances, and just a solid all-around team, top to bottom. And it wasn't easy for them. Up in the north, Cy Woods actually had a better record, but Woodlands outlasting them in the round robin. And we saw Cinco Ranch as well a few times this year, the South champion, a quietly solid bunch as well. Yeah, they went 0-2-1 against the Woodlands, but they were in all 3 of those games.
Not only do the Highlanders possess the league's top scorer, but they also have the league's top netminder in Grayson Etchell. In the round robin, the junior stopped all but 3 shots on goal and has allowed 5 goals in the playoffs. His goals against average in the postseason is stellar at .93, and overall Etchell has a 1.48 goals against.
Leading goaltender in the ISHL, and he's only a junior. He'll be back. And it's, as you know, Mike, at all levels of hockey, it doesn't matter Stanley Cup playoffs on down. If you have a hot goaltender, it can take you a long way.
The Cougars haven't had to wait too long to get another crack at the Woodlands after losing for the 3rd time to the Highlanders back on Tuesday night, 4-2. It's do or die now after they got to this Justice Cup Final off a 1-1-1 record and a tiebreaker over Cy Woods to propel them to this Justice Cup Final.
Well, a little bumps in the road along for Cinco Ranch in that round robin, but they got everything together and came out on top as a secretly very deep team, and they can sneak up on a much better team. And again, they were only outscored 10-6 against the Woodlands in the 3 games, so they're not intimidated.
While the Highlanders are pretty top-heavy when it comes to goal scoring, the Cougars are balanced with 7 players in double digits in goals. And how about Zach Ferry coming on strong here in the playoffs, pacing the club with 5 goals?
If you can get help from really any direction, any level, it could be a second-line guy, third-line guy, Ferry kind of middle of the road, 26 points. That's a good number. The good thing for Ferry, 19 goals, so a go-to guy kind of down in the lineup.
Cougar goalie Randy Miller has been just as good, if not better, than his counterpart Grayson Etchell in the postseason, possessing a .90 goals against average, facing 7 more shots. He'll need to save his best performance for last tonight.
And he's got to have a great one. If this is a high-scoring game, Mike, then Cinco's in trouble, and Randy Miller has got to have a big night. He's only a sophomore, so he'll be back as well. So a couple of good young goaltenders out here.
Coming up next, as we continue to count down to puck drop to this Justice Cup Final, we'll have the starting lineups and Dave's keys to victory, so stay tuned. More to come from the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center after these messages here on the Legacy Sports Network.
First Community Credit Union reminds you to think first. Think first for all your personal and business needs. With services from savings to checking to loans, we're here for you. If you need a house, car, construction loan, or just need some extra cash, well, there's a loan for that. Come see us at one of our 14 convenient locations in the greater Houston area, or log on to fccu.org. First Community Credit Union, making a first-rate financial difference in our members' lives. Now, if we could only help our team win the game, right? First Community is open to residents and businesses of Harris and Fort Bend counties, a Tomball, an equal housing lender backed by NCUA.
Finding qualified candidates to staff your organization is a difficult assignment in today's job market. If this is a challenge for you, we encourage you to call Metter Staffing Services. They have been assisting Houston area employers for over 45 years in locating all types of personnel, ranging from entry-level administrative candidates to CEOs. They also have a temporary help and contract staffing division that can supply your company with clerical, light industrial temps, engineers, accountant, programmers, and virtually every other job category to meet your employment needs. Join the Metter Staffing conversation online on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, and the Metter blog, or call 713-941-0616 today. Metter Staffing. Our talent is finding yours.
There's the sit-in floor seats while texting fan.
Would you check out this guy?
The throwback the away team home run fan.
Okay, now that's loyalty.
And you can't forget the playoff game heading into overtime. I need a Big Mac from McDonald's to seal the win fan. What kind of fan are you?
Love your true colors with McDonald's break menu. Grab small fries with your choice of entree, like a double cheeseburger or Southern-style chicken sandwich for $2.50. For a limited time, prices and participation may vary.
The Walk-Up Company has a combination that few fabricators can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a seasoned workforce, high-tech equipment, and financial stability. This provides customers with the knowledge that their fabrication jobs will be done right and completed on time. Their commitment to quality and customer satisfaction has made the Walk-Up Company one of the premier metal fabricators in the southwestern United States. So remember, when you need metal fabrication done right and on time, use the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company Metal Fabricators proudly supports local sports.
Welcome back to the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center pregame coverage of the 2016 Justice Cup Final for the Cinco Ranch Cougars and the Woodlands Highlanders. It's now or never. The Highlanders searching for their 5th Justice Cup in club history. Cinco Ranch looking for their 2nd. Here are tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by Metter Staffing Services. Our talent is finding yours. For the Cinco Ranch Cougars under head coach Bill Miller. Hunter Miller up front, along with Andrew Fernandez and Katie Spangler. On the blue line, Bryce McKinnon and Justin Reevy. For Carl Cannizzaro, the head coach of the Woodlands Highlanders, Austin Guido, Jack Werfel, and Grant Cannizzaro are the forwards. And on defense, Riley Newton-Wills and Xander Ramsey. The goaltending matchup, first in the league, Grayson Etchell against the 3rd best netminder in the ISHL, sophomore Randy Miller. Keys to the game are brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Think first.
Well, somehow Cinco Ranch has got to tie up Guido. He's 2-1 and points over the rest of his team. And it's not an easy thing to do. The first period is going to be very key. If Woodlands gets up big, 3-0, 4-0, it's over. So Cinco's got to stay with them. Whoever wins the first period is going to go a long way to determining this game. As I said, Mike, if it's a high-scoring game, the Woodlands will take them. But Cinco Ranch, not intimidated. They're a gentlemanly team. They don't commit a lot of penalties. So if they can convert on the other end by drawing some penalties, we could see a surprise.
Coming up next, we drop the puck. The 2016 Justice Cup Final is coming your way next. The Woodlands, Cinco Ranch. Let's have some fun here on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
First Community Credit Union reminds you to think first. Think first for all your personal and business needs. With services from savings to checking to loans, we're here for you. If you need a house, car, construction loan, or just need some extra cash, well, there's a loan for that. Come see us at one of our 14 convenient locations in the greater Houston area, or log on to fccu.org. First Community Credit Union, making a first-rate financial difference in our members' lives. Now, if we could only help our team win the game, right? First Community is open to residents and businesses of Harris and Fort Bend counties and Tomball, an equal housing lender backed by NCUA.
The Woodlands being introduced to a capacity crowd here inside Rink B of the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. They've come out in numbers for this final game of the 2016 season, the Justice Cup Final.
I've never seen it so crowded. It's a great turnout tonight.
7th time that the Highlanders will play for the Justice Cup Championship. They are 4-2 in their history. They won their first title back in 2000 when they defeated Cy-Fair 3-0. They would go on to win in 2003 against Clear Lake, lose to Clear Lake in 2005 and 2011. Then they defeated Seven Lakes in a shootout back in 2012 before winning again for the 4th time last year against in-division rival Cy Woods. This is the 4th appearance for the Cinco Ranch Cougars in the Justice Cup Final. They are 1-2 in their history. They lost 4-2 in 2004 to Clear Lake. They won their only title in 2010, defeating Fair Creek 1-0. Fair Creek would get their revenge and then some back in 2014, defeating the Cougars 8-1. Now let's pause for tonight's national anthem. Bobby Reynolds is the referee of tonight's Justice Cup Final. Eric Kern and Johnny Dibburn will work the lines. This is the 4th meeting between the two clubs this season. The Woodlands are 2-0-1 in the season series. They've outscored Cinco Ranch by a combined total of 10-6. They've outshot the Cougars 86-77. Austin Guido has 3 goals in the season series. Hunter Montaigne with 2. Zach Ferry has 2 to lead the way for the Cougars. The Woodlands with 24 penalty minutes in the 3 games. Cinco Ranch 18. ISHL has stopped 71 of 77 shots against Cinco Ranch this year. Miller 75 of 86.
Still a close series. Cinco's staying with them most of these games. They only outshot by about 10. And again, a sneaky good team. You compare the North and the South, you think, oh, the North's dominant. Yeah, they're great, but Cinco, we've seen them more than the Woodlands, and the size isn't there, but they got some real skilled players.
ISHL to our left, and at radio right is Randy Miller. Guido will take the face-off against Hunter Miller, senior versus sophomore. Bobby Reynolds will drop the puck, and this Justice Cup Final is underway. A win for Miller. Reevy plays at the right defense. It is pitched out to center ice. Whacked at by Ramsey, punched forward by Werfel, and he will shoot it into the Cougar zone and come burrow in on the forecheck. Miller tries to control from behind the net. He turns it over. Slapping at it is Guido into the right wing corner. He'll get it back from Cannizzaro. In deep below the goal line. Cannizzaro with a centering pass. It hops through the net mouth. It'll be skated out and then fed ahead out of the reach of Fernandez. Recoiling will be Riley Newton-Wills. He puts on the brakes below his goal line. Speeds up the left wing board. Shuttles it towards the blue line where it's kept alive by Fernandez. Works hard to get it back from Werfel. Tries to play it in deep, and he is stymied by Ramsey up against the end boards. 50 seconds into this Justice Cup Final, the play is in the Highlander zone. It comes back to the back and swiping it along the blue line. At right defense was Bryce McKinnon. It was poked ahead into the neutral zone by Cannizzaro. Reevy able to recoil and prevent a breakaway. Twisting with it at the red line. Werfel, that was Guido. Got poked back to Newton-Wills. He flips it all the way down, and the Highlanders commit the game's first icing.
Long first shift for both these initial shifts, and nice job by Cinco Ranch. They stopped the rush by Woodlands and got it down, and held it in the zone for a little while. So second shift out here, let's see how they do.
Keaton Denzer will take the face-off in the offensive zone. He is fourth in the ISHL in scoring with 37 points. The senior wins the face-off. Ferry with a drop pass. It's intercepted by Hawes. Banks it off the sideboards and in across the line is Montaigne with a sharp angle shot. And Miller makes the game's first save. Far boards in the Cougar zone. Keeping it alive will be Ramsey. Then it comes back out to neutral zone where Ramsey will recoil at left defense. Spin it to the right wing for Montaigne, and he will flip it in on Miller. He has to close his legs and make a pad save on that dump in. Cougars play it all the way down the length of the ice, and icing will be called this time on Cinco Ranch. With a minute 47 gone here in the first period, no score.
Not a traditional shot so far in 2 minutes of play. Only one kind of a long dump in that turned into a shot as a save had to be made.
Werfel will take the face-off, 18th in the league in scoring. Of course, he's got the league's top scorer, Austin Guido, on a line with him. Guido, 59 goals, 85 points, 13 power play goals, but he's also spent 56 minutes in the penalty box. Cannizzaro works it across the line, snaps one from the top of the left wing circle, and Miller makes the save into the right wing corner. Puck deep in the Cougar end, played up the left wing boards. Ferry skates it out to the neutral zone, strides ahead into the Highlander zone, slaps one into the catching glove of Grayson Etchell.
And you mentioned it earlier, Mike. Ferry, the junior, just stepping up in the round robin, had a great round robin. First shot of the game here for the Cougars.
The Highlanders have scored 115 goals this season. That's good for second in the league. The Highlanders have allowed the league's fewest goals at 31. And only Fair Creek have more combined penalty minutes as a team this season. The Highlanders with 292 minutes spent in the penalty box. They cycle in down low, the Cougars. The puck deflected in between the circles, and it'll be fed out to Guido. Spinning left to right now, Newton Wills comes across into the offensive zone. The Highlanders are offside.
Guido was kind of straddling the line. I'm trying to see who that was, who was offsides, and just by a little bit. They had something there. They had about a 2-on-1.
Face-off outside of the Cougars zone. They are third in the league with 101 goals scored. They've allowed 40 goals this season through the regular season. That's third in the league. And they spent the fewest minutes combined as a team in the penalty box with 76. They play along the far boards in the Highlander zone. It is Katie Spangler trying to backhand a centering pass that gets ladled back and then taken on by Hawes left to right. Hard first touch off his stick. It goes all the way down below the goal line. They cancel each other out. Here's Montaigne cycling it in down low, but turning it over to Hunter Miller, who plays it up the far boards, but it is kept alive by Newton Wills, a junior for the Highlanders. Spins it to the half wall. Here's Montaigne, canceled out by Miller. Swings it around to the near boards. It comes out to center ice. Scotty will give chase. Hot on his heels, Fernandez. Turns with it back to Guido in the neutral zone. He cuts wide to his left. Watched by Denzer. Fed ahead for a charging Cannizzaro, who blasts one. And making a save, Randy Miller with 8:22 remaining in the first period. No score.
Well, I'd love to play in the team with Guido. Not only 59 goals, but leads the team in assists of 26. And Cannizzaro is one of those guys going to benefit from that. He's got two nice shots.
Offensive zone face-off. Guido tries to control. Good active stick by McKinnon. And the Cougars are able to clear the zone. Here comes Ferrer charging in. Left defense Ramsey finds his mate Newton Wills. He lifts it out to center ice before it is punched back in by Denzer. Ramsey battling with Ferry. Puck hops out to the neutral zone. It's Reevy at left defense. Up the right wing boards. Carried across the blue line by sophomore Mason Carroll. Pitched in down low. Ferry working against Newton Wills. Good stick handling in the defensive zone by Newton Wills. And the Highlanders are able to exit the zone, but it turned right back into the offensive zone. Ferry splits the D. Ferry swings and misses, and a penalty's coming up from behind as Bobby Reynolds will whistle Riley Newton Wills for a hook, and will take the game's first penalty on Newton Wills.
Now, Ferry had something there right up the slot, and it's kind of one of those penalties you had to commit. And this is a good opportunity here for Cinco Ranch. Again, no score. They've been outshot 3-1. They're on the power play.
Hooking is the call. Power play here for the Cougars. No score. They work below the goal line. It's Reevy in the corner. Down behind the net for Miller. Working again below the goal line. He skates to the right wing circle. Drops it back for a blast by Dinzer. And that one hit the side of the net. It popped off of the stick of Etchel. The Highlanders are able to clear the zone. Skating in on the shorthand. Comes charging Parker Tilson. But he is canceled out as he comes across the blue line. Tilson works to keep it alive in the offensive zone. And on the shorthand, it'll be skated out now on the power play. Miller, left defense now. It comes to Asensio. Right wing circle. A shot by Miller is blocked. He drops it back. Dinzer holding the point. Sends in down low. Ramsey couldn't clear the zone. It deflected off one of his teammates as he tried to clear it. Reevy, left circle. Centering pass for a one-timer. They score!
Miller.
Hunter Miller, 1-0 on the power play. Cinco Ranch have the lead.
And Reevy got clear on the left side, had a few seconds. And Miller doing what he should do, just standing next to that post. Beautiful pass from Reevy. And an early surprise, Mike, 1-0.
A power play goal.
Just put a man on the post. Somebody will find you.
At 5:22. So the Cougars, who have had leads this season against the Woodlands in the 3 games they played, but have not been able to win one, are already back into the Highlanders zone. Scotty working defensively, comes all the way down. I believe that was a back pass by the Cougars, so icing will not be called as retreating is Reevy, and he's got 2 Highlanders on him. Guido gives him a shoulder into the inboards before it is cleared out to the center zone. Here's a steal from right to left. Reevy, he got caught in traffic as he skated between the circles. There was 3 Highlanders in the area blocking the shot. Here's Spangler in deep. On her backhand, she skates below the goal line. Takes it behind the net, skates to the right wing corner. Banks it off the boards, and a turnover. Skating in will be Guido on the breakaway. Guido, backhand, scores! Woo. Off the turnover. And the Highlanders quickly tie it up as Austin Guido scores his 60th goal of the season and his 6th of the round robin, and now his 1st of the Justice Cup final.
60 goals in under 30 games, and if your defenseman loses the puck way back just like that and it goes to Guido, good night. He made a couple of moves, and how fast things have changed with the equalizer.
1-1 game, and now Montaigne will carry across the Cougar line. Shoot, Miller makes the save.
Unassisted for Guido.
So let's take a timeout. 1-1 game. 6 minutes plus gone by here in the first period. This is the Justice Cup final on the Legacy Sports Network.
At United Chiropractic, they believe there are many benefits from chiropractic care for your health. It can range from pain relief in your joints, back, or head to increased mobility, performance, balance, coordination, or energy. And when you come to United Chiropractic and Dr. Dino Demetrio, you can trust that they're committed to restoring you to good health. You don't have to live with less than the best health. But if you are, why not stop in and see them at United Chiropractic? They're in Pasadena at 1120 Pasadena Boulevard, or call them for an appointment today at 713-472-1444. United Chiropractic, committed to your health.
The Walk-Up Company has a combination that few fabricators can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a seasoned workforce, high-tech equipment, and financial stability. This provides customers with the knowledge that their fabrication jobs will be done right and completed on time. Their commitment to quality and customer satisfaction has made the Walk-Up Company one of the premier metal fabricators in the southwestern United States. So remember, when you need metal fabrication done right and on time, use the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company Metal Fabricators proudly supports local sport.
1-1 game as Ramsey recoils in his own end. To the far boards, Newton Wills takes it behind his goal line, washed out by Carroll. It's a 1-1 game as we have played 6:45 of this Justice Cup final. Cinco Ranch got it started on the power play. Miller made it 1-0, and then off a turnover at the blue line, Austin Guido scored his 12th goal of the playoffs to tie things up at 1. A centering pass. That one not well hit off the stick of Hebert, but he gets it back below the Cinco Ranch goal line. It is spun up the near board, back to the point. Newton Wills tries to drive it in deep, and the Cougars will clear as they skate from right to left. Asensio walks it across the line, tries to stick handle, got by Ramsey. Behind the goal, feeds one through the slot, and that one went through everybody and almost right back onto the tape for a striding Guido, but Denzer was back defensively. Here's Asensio, middle of the pond. Feeds it left. Ferry shoots it into the Highlander zone. Here's Scotty far boards. In comes Spengler on the forecheck. Now Werfel ladled it back. Now it's Fernandez. Puck is loose. A shot by Spengler. Sticked aside by Etchell. In the corner, Scotty. Plays behind the net. Ramsey swings it to the far boards. Moses comes in. And at the half wall, he drives it in back deep as Ramsey battling with Fernandez. In behind the net. Highlanders have the numbers. Cannizzaro poked from him by Spengler as they continue to charge up the near wall. Now it is Guido. He's got one man back. Oh, what a move by Guido. Shoots. Oh, that one just wide of Miller's net. Tries a wraparound bid, but he lost the handle. Centering pass gets kicked to the near boards. And it'll be ladled out to center ice by Fernandez. Boy, that Guido is so good. Collision in the Cougar zone, middle of the ice. And Guido forces a turnover, has it at the blue line, has help from Werfel, gets help from Werfel, and the puck trickles over the blue line. Werfel goes down, skating middle of the ice is Hunter Miller. And here's Spengler with a shot that deflected just wide. Spengler battling along the inboard, Scotty there defensively. Continues to battle for the puck. It is loose below the goal line, planks off a couple of skates, and middle of the ice left to right is Cannizzaro as he strides in across the Cougar line. Shoots from distance, and Randy Miller makes a glove save with 4 minutes to go.
Cannizzaro and Guido are active, absolutely active tonight. You just cannot forget about Guido. He got one, and he almost had a second one, and Cannizzaro with 2 hard shots on his end.
Montaigne to take the face-off in the offensive zone. Puck will be dropped to the right, make it the left of Randy Miller. And the Cougars clear the zone. In a race, it's Ferry who'll get to the puck first. Left circle, snaps a shot, saved by Etchell with a blocker. Puck to the far boards, Denzer holds the zone. Haws in deep, plays it around. It'll come to the half wall as Reeve misplays the puck. It'll be outletted by Montaigne. Got caught in traffic and blocked by Denzer. He skates across the Highlander line, left wing side. Stick handles. The puck is loose. It goes to the far boards. Newton Wills will battle along with Carroll, and Hebert will clear the zone. On his backhand, he's going to go to Reeve at right defense. Here's Denzer at left. Up the wing. Blue line, it is Ferry. Poke from him, but it comes to Denzer. Skates in at the half wall, turned it over. Cannizzaro uses the boards to pass it to himself, and he's got an opportunity here. Nice stick handling job on the backhand. Oh, what an active stick by the goaltender, Randy Miller, to break up that scoring chance that came from Grant Cannizzaro. From right to left, Denzer washed out at the blue line. Cannizzaro has it near boards, his own half of the ice. Uses his skates to control the puck. It is Ramsey now along the near boards. As he recoils to his blue line, turns it over at center. Skating right to left, Moses shoots in. It goes off one of the linesmen. That was Johnny Dibbern. Here's a snap shot paddled away. The bid came from Spengler, and the stop made by Etchell. Here's Spengler at the red line. Left wing past Fernandez. He'll come charging in on the forecheck. He'll be met, and shoulder to shoulder he comes together with Ramsey. Miller comes in to help, but Ramsey finds a teammate left wing side, skating from left to right. It is Werfel, and he'll pitch it in deep into the Cougar zone. Asensio battling below his goal line. Here's Guido, centering pass, and that went through the legs of Werfel and comes out to center ice. 2 minutes to go here in the first period of play. A 1-1 game in the Justice Cup final. Cannizzaro, right wing side, tees up a shot, paddled away by Miller. Far board Spengler outlets the center ice and clears the zone. Ramsey turning with it along the left wing. He locates Guido, who charges across the blue line. Angles left circle, fires a shot off the crossbar, out of play. Timeout on the ice, 1:43 to go, period number 1. It's a 1-1 game here on the Justice Cup final, here on the Legacy Sports Network.
There's the sit-in floor seats while texting, man.
Would you check out this guy?
The throwback, the away team home run fan.
Okay, now that's loyalty.
And you can't forget the playoff game heading into overtime. I need a Big Mac from McDonald's to seal the win fan. What kind of fan are you?
Love your true colors with McDonald's break menu. Grab small fries with your choice of entree, like a double cheeseburger or Southern-style chicken sandwich for $2.50. For a limited time, prices and participation may vary.
There's the sit-in floor seats while texting fan.
Would you check out this guy?
The throwback, the away team home run fan.
Okay, now that's loyalty.
And you can't forget the playoff game heading into overtime. I need a Big Mac from McDonald's to seal the win fan. What kind of fan are you?
Love your true colors with McDonald's break menu. Grab small fries with your choice of entree, like a double cheeseburger or Southern-style chicken sandwich for $2.50. For a limited time, prices and participation may vary.
Michael Silvers, David Feliciano with you. 1:43 left, period number one. The Woodlands and the Cinco Ranch are tied at 1. Cinco Ranch control the face-off. At center ice, Ferry canceled out by Ramsey. Ramsey at his blue line, cuts to his left, skates up middle of the pond, throws one towards Cannizzaro on a lead pass, but it's whistled for icing.
Shots, Woodlands 7, Cinco 4. A great first period so far. Fast and active, only one penalty. Back and forth, Cinco staying with them.
Face-off will come to the left of Brazen Etchell. Hawes and Denzer at the dot. Denzer wins it. Comes back to Reedy. Reedy tees up a shot that was blocked by Reynolds. And Tilson from left to right works it out to center ice, out of the reach of Hawes on the lead pass. Hawes intercepts a clearing attempt that came from the Cougar zone, and it'll be chopped out to center ice as Ramsey from left defense, right defense, Scotty banks off the boards. Reynolds will shoot in. That was from behind the red line, so another icing committed by Carl Cannizzaro's team.
That's about 3 on the Woodlands, and they're so they want to get in that zone so fast that they're sending it down kind of early. Just got to take it up a little bit and avoid that icing, giving Cinco Ranch a chance here.
Guido in the defensive zone for the draw against Hunter Miller. Guido wins it with his fast stick, but they can't clear the zone. Sent in deep by Moses from the left point. Played up the near boards, not out. Moses again holds the zone, and then it's poked away from him by Guido, but 3 Cougars are back. Can he split them all? Guido can! He shoots a forehand wrist shot. Miller makes the save. Guido has the puck behind the goal, takes it to the left wing corner with 42 seconds to go in the first period. Playing behind the net, a centering pass that was blocked in traffic and cleared all the way down. It'll be played by Brazen Etchell, but he turned it over right to the stick of Andrew Fernandez, who tried to shoot off that pass attempt by Brazen Etchell. And, a pass was thrown right in front of the net mouth. Cannizzaro couldn't get a stick on it. But a better connection off the stick of Andrew Fernandez than Brazen Etchell may have just lived to regret that last decision. At the red line, Cannizzaro feeds it ahead with 8 seconds to go. Guido out of danger zone. It is cleared to the near boards by Asensio. Shot from the half boards is stopped by Miller with 2.3 seconds to go in the first period. A 1-1 game.
That Cannizzaro-Guido line, just so deadly. It's almost twice as fast. And Guido, he's so good with the puck, he could have 3 guys around him and get by him.
Werfel will take the face-off. Final one of the period. It comes to Guido. Shoots! That was blocked by Miller on its way to Randy Miller. 1-1 after 1. You're listening to the Legacy Sports Network's coverage of the ISHL Justice Cup Final.
Finding qualified candidates to staff your organization is a difficult assignment in today's job market. If this is a challenge for you, we encourage you to call Metter Staffing Services. They have been assisting Houston area employers for over 45 years in locating all types of personnel, ranging from entry-level administrative candidates to CEOs. They also have a temporary help and contract staffing division that can supply your company with clerical, light industrial temps, engineers, accountant, programmers, and virtually every other job category to meet your employment needs. Join the Metter Staffing conversation online on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, and the Metter blog. Or call 713-941-0616 today. Metter Staffing. Our talent is finding yours. Finding qualified candidates to staff your organization is a difficult assignment in today's job market. If this is a challenge for you, we encourage
First Community Credit Union reminds you to think first. Think first for all your personal and business needs. With services from savings to checking to loans, we're here for you. If you need a house, car, construction loan, or just need some extra cash, well, there's a loan for that. Come see us at one of our 14 convenient locations in the greater Houston area, or log on to fccu.org. First Community Credit Union, making a first-rate financial difference in our members' lives. Now, if we could only help our team win the game, right? First Community is open to residents and businesses of Harrison, Fort Bend counties, and Tomball, an equal housing lender backed by NCUA.
Second period underway. Reevy gains the line, left to right, shoots. Etchell had to make a pad save with his left leg. I don't know if he saw that one coming as soon as he did, but he makes the save. He's able to gobble the puck. And 12 seconds into the second period, we have a 1-1 game.
Reevy and Ferry, great play so far. Anytime Ferry's out there, he's in front of the action looking to make a play.
McKinnon shoots from the right point, high and wide. Ferry in deep, skates behind the net, lost it, right wing corner. Carroll tries to continue the forecheck. Scotty up left wing boards. Werfel couldn't locate Guido. It is backhanded cross corner by Denzer into the left wing corner, but there will be Newton. Plays it up, not out. Reevy holds the line. Down into the corner. Ramsey swings it around. Werfel at left wing. Canceled out by Carroll as they continue to play in the Highlander zone. The puck is tossed back out to center ice. It's Denzer. Middle of the ice to Ferry. Walks it across the line. Drops it back. Carroll lost it. Werfel pivoting with the puck and plays it up the left wing boards. At the red line, Guido couldn't take possession. We've got penalties coming up. It'll be touched up by the Woodlands, and they're headed back to the box.
Cannizzaro
will skate.
It's probably going to be a trip on Denzer right at center ice. Hooking. Denzer trying to make a play, and Cannizzaro's a big guy. If he commits a penalty, it can be pretty obvious. So that's 2 penalties on the Woodlands, none thus far on Cinco. Second power play opportunity. Last time they did so, they scored.
Scored on the power play. Back in the first period. Tilson, shorthand, watching. Keaton Denzer to the left wing. Reevy striding in across the line. Reevy left circle, centering pass, and Miller couldn't get to it. Sends in down low Asensio. Right wing corner, ladled it back. Denzer sweeps it along the blue line. Shot coming, that just redirected wide. Asensio collaring that one. Played back, and McKinnon couldn't hold it at the blue line. And then he turns it over on a misplay, but got it back after Reynolds tried to play it between McKinnon's legs. 45 seconds killed by the Highlanders on this power play, which is brought to you by McDonald's. Here's Reevy charging in across the line. He gains the offensive zone, drops it back to Asensio. He got tangled up, and McKinnon again could not hold the zone. It is cleared by the Woodlands, and then getting tripped up by McKinnon was Tilson, but no call.
McKinnon's having a tough shift.
Reevy at the red line, charging ahead Asensio. It hops off of him. Couldn't clear the zone, and then Miller off the back of his stick sends it all the way back to the neutral zone before it is cleared by the Highlanders with 40 seconds to go on the Highlander penalty. Active shorthand play here by the Highlanders. It's Ramsey dispossessed, and here is a penalty coming up again. Elbowing is called, and Denzer will head to the box.
Well, I thought that might have been kind of incidental. I don't think Denzer was out of control there. Gift for the Woodlands. Well, they didn't really need it. They were controlling that power play on the kill. Cinco did not get a real good look the entire time. Now we're going 4-on-4.
Denzer spent 8 minutes in the penalty box in the regular season.
That's it?
This is a team that doesn't take penalties, but they take one here. So 4-on-4 for 25 seconds before the Highlanders will get their first power play of the Justice Cup final.
Yeah, only set their last in the league in PIMs.
Almost.
Ninth.
Fair Creek, the dubious distinction of being the league's most penalized team. 10:05 remaining here in period number 2, a 1-1 game, 6 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Here's a turnover at the Highlander blue line, and they poke it into the Cougar zone. And now Cannizzaro's out of the box, and on the shorthand, it is cleared on the kill by the Cougars. 1:20 to go now on this McDonald's omelet power play as the Highlanders, who scored 27 power play goals, have control. 13 of those 27 scored by the man who's got the puck now, left wing, and skating into the offensive zone, Guido. Centering pass, Cannizzaro, ribs one and scores!
Man, it's great to be on a team with Guido. Guido had some time and took a look, and he found his big man right in front, Cannizzaro, a wrister from about 20, 25 feet out. A lot of mustard. Now 2-1. Power play goals, one apiece now for both squads.
At 4:37, Grant Cannizzaro, fourth goal of the playoffs on the power play. 2-1 Woodlands. After surrendering the game's first goal, they've scored the last two.
Now the shots, 9-5. Woodlands.
Face-off controlled by the Highlanders. To the Cougar line, McKinnon. Up the left wing boards, that's out of the reach of Spengler. Turned back the other way, turned over to Asensio, who drops it back into the Highlander zone. Fernandez will battle with Scotty. Spengler in to help. Spengler along the end boards. She's wiped out on the play. Sent out to center ice. Charging ahead, Hebert overskates the puck at the Cougar blue line. 8 minutes to go. 5 minutes gone by, second period. Shot from the blue line, Montaigne, and a offside is called.
Yeah, Montaigne, he corralled it, shot it from just outside the blue line, and just offside, so we'll take a break if they see us.
Yeah. 2-1, Justice Cup final, the Woodlands on top here on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric. We've got the power to make things right.
At United Chiropractic, they believe there are many benefits from chiropractic care for your health. It can range from pain relief in your joints, back, or head to increased mobility, performance, balance, coordination, or energy. And when you come to United Chiropractic and Dr. Dino Demetrio, you can trust that they're committed to restoring you to good health. You don't have to live with less than the best health, but if you are, why not stop in and see them at United Chiropractic? They're in Pasadena at 1120 Pasadena Boulevard, or call them for an appointment today at 713-472-1444. United Chiropractic, committed to your health.
Alongside David Feliciano, Michael Silvers, 8:57 to go, period number 2. The scoreboard, a lot of the lights on the time, on the clock, are not functioning. So I think the Cannizzaro goal actually came, Dave, at 3:37, not 4:37. And we took our break a little bit earlier. Now it's Guido trying to split the D between the circles. And he is canceled out. Miller out to center ice, but turned over to right defense as Scotty will recoil in his own end. Regrouping, he finds Newton Wills, left defense. Watched by Spengler. The puck is worked out to center ice. From right to left, and gaining the line is Werfel to Guido. Shoots, and that was blocked in front. Got it again, and that one hit the side of the net. And actually got caught in the netting outside of the Cougar cage.
Nice job by Miller. Close that opening right on the right post. Wasn't very big, but he got in there, and that would have gone in.
Face off to the right of Randy Miller, sophomore netminder, in goal for Bill Miller and the Cougars. Guido to take the face off against Hunter Miller. Comes to Cannizzaro, skates between the circles, fires and scores!
What a game for Cannizzaro. That's how important it is to win that face-off in the other zone. A face-off win at Cannizzaro, right edge of the slot, and he's got one of the harder wristers out here. Such a big guy. Miller didn't have much of a chance, and now Woodlands trying to pull away. 3-1.
3 unanswered goals by the Highlanders. After surrendering the game's opening goal, Hunter Miller on the power play. And now some catch-up work to do for the Cougars. Here's Coop Riggle skating in, perhaps playing his first shift of tonight's game. Highlanders, collision, both go down, as that was Reeve colliding for a high shot that came from Cannizzaro. He's gloved down by Randy Miller. Ramsey was the Highlander that was part of that collision. So Cannizzaro with his 5th goal of the season in the playoffs and his 2nd for tonight.
Yeah, he's the early MVP.
Denzer and Werfel for the faceoff. Werfel plays it to the near boards. Reeve couldn't clear the zone. Here's Guido, far boards. Turned it over, Denzer will skate left to right and lift it into the Highlander bench. 7:41 to go in period number 2. 3-1 Woodlands.
Cinco just needs to settle down. Been outshot 3-1 this period, a couple of goals early on. Things starting to get away from them a little bit. They have to get a good shift put together, try to get that second goal, make Woodlands sweat a little bit.
Cannizzaro's 3rd goal against the Cougars this season, and his first 2 since scoring the first time these two clubs met back on October 11th in a game in which Asensio, Denzer, Fernandez, and Riggle were not in attendance. As a whistle, the Cougars come in offside. That was a 3-1 win for the Woodlands back in October. They played to a 3-3 tie on January 24th, and then the 4-2 win in the round robin a few nights ago on the 8th. A 4-2 win for the Highlanders. They lead at 3-1. 3 unanswered goals, and they possess the 2-goal lead. At center ice, charging ahead. Hawes shouldered into the boards. He lost his stick. Good contact made by Denzer. Here's a shot. They score! Miller never saw it. Ramsey scores from the point. 4-1 to the Woodlands.
Ramsey, I don't believe he was actually trying to shoot that, just kind of trying to send it close. And it got off the ice. It was one of the higher goals you'll see, just snuck under the crossbar. Ramsey didn't even know it went in for a few seconds. Hey, sometimes just put it on net. Good things happen. 4 in a row now, Mike.
Ramsey's 3rd goal of the playoffs. A 3-goal lead for the Highlanders, and a penalty coming up on the Highlanders. Tripping, and Hawes will skate to the box.
Yeah, this is what Cinco needs here. They allowed 3 goals on 4 shots by the Woodlands this period alone. Cinco needs to stop the bleeding. Try to get a power play goal here.
Power play brought to you by McDonald's. Asensio will take the face-off against Guido just inside the Highlander zone. Center circle, McKinnon, left wing across the blue line, Reeve. Centering for Asensio, couldn't get a shot off. Reeve opens the door, and Miller scores on the power play.
That's 2 for Miller. Got the first one of the game, too. He's got 2 power play goals, and that's exactly what they needed. That took all of about 5 seconds.
Miller's 2nd of the game is 2nd on the power play. It cuts the lead to 2, 8 seconds into the start of the power play.
What a game. Exciting. 4 goals in this period, and we're only halfway through.
Goal coming at 5:46 of the middle frame, and Miller wins the faceoff. Spengler and Asensio charging for the puck in their own end. Played up the near boards by Spengler. She's canceled out by Werfel, but then she gets it back. Werfel trying to track down Spengler, and he'll lift it into the Cougar zone from the red line. Asensio, the first one to it. Swings it far boards, Fernandez. Outlets to Hunter Miller, who's working on a hat trick. It's Miller, centering. Spengler, a shot, a kick save made. Rebound, Spengler, another save made by ISHL, and the Highlanders clear, ice the puck. 6:37 to go.
Well, Spengler's been close a few times tonight. That time she had 2 opportunities, both from about the same spot. And nice job by ISHL to close that one with the leg save, leg pad. Hey, Cinco starting to get a little momentum here.
ISHL will watch the face-off, and the puck dropped to his left as Denzer will take it against Guido. Standing room only crowd. Here's McKinnon. Winds up from the point, blocked by Guido. And He's feeling that off his left leg. Behind the net, skating to the corner. Turning with it, Denzer. Denzer, top of the circle, shoots! And a glove save made by rebound. And again, Guido is able to shut the door on Ferry, who has it in the right wing corner. Canceled out by Ramsey. They continue to battle along the inboards. Puck is loose. Werfel centering past that one, got to the net mouth, but no one was home for Cinco Ranch. And it'll be Denzer in his own end. Tosses it back out to the neutral zone, right wing side. Carroll centering. It's Reeve who charges ahead. He walks it across the blue line. Drops it back for an unsuspecting Ferry, but he's able to tee up and rifle a shot. That was blocked and never got through. Guido in the offensive zone. Whacking at it, McKinnon. It's Guido and shooting from a tough angle. Werfel with a chance, and Miller out of his crease makes the save.
Wow. That was Miller's best save, and after Guido had the initial shot, there was a rebound. Miller did the smart thing and came out and snuffed it out, and he was way outside the crease.
Woodlands trying to win their 5th Justice Cup in team history. The first Justice Cup champions were the Klein team back in 97-98. Asensio after the faceoff. Far boards, he couldn't clear the zone. It comes spinning right back in past him behind the net. He's charged into by Reynolds. Up the far boards, Fernandez couldn't chip it out of the defensive zone. A shot blocked by Asensio, and back come the Cougars. Miller, left wing, Asensio, across the line, left circle, throws one towards goal, but it's off target. To the near boards, holding the zone is Spengler. Throws it in down low, behind the goal, it's Asensio. A backhand centering pass from below the goal line was interrupted by Scotty. Now it's Fernandez on his forehand, puts on the brakes, and takes some punishment into the boards with 5 minutes to go here in the second period. They continue to battle in the offensive zone. The Cougars trying to maintain possession of the puck offensively. It comes back to the blue line. Spengler couldn't hold the zone. Here's Asensio. Offensive half of the red line. Along the right wing boards. Couldn't get it in. Continuing to battle with his stick along with Montaigne, Hawes, and Ramsey. All there 3 against 1 in the neutral zone along the near boards.
Wow.
And the puck is frozen.
Asensio's just getting clobbered. I mean, that went on for about 15 seconds. 3 guys on him. And they're letting him play a little bit tonight, Mike.
8:29 gone by in the second period. 4-2 Highlanders. They scored 4 unanswered goals before Hunter Miller scored his second goal of the game. Denzer takes the face-off against Guido, just on the inside of the red line on the Highlander half of the ice. Left defense, number 64, Justin Reeve. Ahead for Ferry. Tees up a shot. Ramped off the stick of Newton Wills and over the crossbar. Werfel charges out the center. Now it is Guido striding across the blue line. 2-on-1. Centering pass is disrupted by a sliding Reeve. Put his stick on the ice. Now Denzer outlets to Ferry. Walks across the line. Shoots and scores! Oh, what a goal by Zach Ferry! And the lead is cut to 1.
And they got him in stride right as he crossed the blue line. We talked about Ferry. This guy's coming out of nowhere. He was kind of a middle-of-the-pack scorer. He had a good year scoring goals. Last 4 or 5 games, he's a killer. And that was a wrister from pretty far out, Mike. It kind of bounced in there. Hey, Cinco Ranch, 2 in a row.
What seemed to be an insurmountable lead, David Feliciano, is now a 1-goal game.
What a period. 5 goals alone.
McKinnon at right defense. Red line Riggle centering to Ferry, middle of the ice, the goal scorer who has cut the lead to 1. Now it is Werfel. Careens it off the glass. Guido tries to glove it down. Battle along the near boards, sits center. Werfel will send it all the way in. And Miller stops it inside his crease. McKinnon plays it to the far board. Shoveled ahead by Ferry, but he couldn't clear the zone as Ramsey was there to stop the clearing attempt. Down goes Cannizzaro. 2 goals tonight for the Highlanders as we play inside the final 4 minutes of the second period. A 4-3 Woodlands lead. Looking for the home run hitter off the back of the skate of Ferry. Cannizzaro tries to stick handle, but he got intercepted. Now it is Denzer. He shoots that one, blocked by Scotty into the right wing corner. Teams make changes, fresh reinforcements on the ice for Cinco Ranch as we have a 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Werfel clears the zone. It'll roll all the way down Icing is waved off by linesman Eric Kern. Final 3 minutes of period number 2. 4-3 Highlanders. Played up the left wing boards. It's turned over at center ice. And charging ahead will be Hawes. And behind the goal line. Tries a centering pass to a charging Guido, but that pass was blocked by Asensio. To the far boards now, it is Fernandez who tosses it out to center ice. Right to the blue line. It's Newton Wills. He'll get it back in his own end. Skating from right to left. Across the red line. Cuts to his right. Across the blue line. Shoots. And Miller makes the save. 2:27 left to play. Period number 2. 4-3 to the Highlanders. This is the Justice Cup final on the Legacy Sports Network.
At United Chiropractic, they believe there are many benefits from chiropractic care for your health. It can range from pain relief in your joints, back, or head to increased mobility, performance, balance, coordination, or energy. And when you come to United Chiropractic and Dr. Dino Demetrio, you can trust that they're committed to restoring you to good health. You don't have to live with less than the best health. But if you are, why not stop in and see them at United Chiropractic? They're in Pasadena at 1120 Pasadena Boulevard. Or call them for an appointment today at 713-472-1444. United Chiropractic, committed to your health.
There's the sit-in floor seats while texting fan.
Would you check out this guy?
The throwback, the away team home run fan.
Okay, now that's loyalty.
And you can't forget the playoff game heading into overtime. I need a Big Mac from McDonald's to seal the win fan. What kind of fan are you?
Love your true colors with McDonald's break menu. Grab small fries with your choice of entree, like a double cheeseburger or Southern-style chicken sandwich for $2.50. For a limited time, prices and participation may vary.
2:27 to go. Period number 2. 4-3 Highlanders. They have an offensive zone draw. Here's Guido. Walks in, shoots in. A glove save off the tip of the glove by Randy Miller, Dave. Moses. Poked away by Guido. Cannizzaro working behind the goal line. Here's, shutting the door was Randy Miller as Guido had a gaping net. Miller, he was so quick to get from his left to his right to stop Guido, and then the net comes off.
Guido had a slam dunk, and that's the second time Miller has gotten to that right post as quickly as possible. What a goaltender he is, and there's a reason he had a 1.8, having a great night.
Miller and Guido for the faceoff to the right of Randy Miller. Near boards, Spengler takes control of the puck. Shovels it off the boards, behind her net, far boards. It is Fernandez. He tosses it out to center, off the skate of Hunter Miller. Ramsey, far boards. Werfel works to get it across the blue line before it is cleared back out to center by the Cougars. Here's Cannizzaro, left wing. Watched by mindful Katie Spengler. Played back to Ramsey. A one-touch for Werfel, intercepted by Reeve, and he will stride it to the blue line where it is flipped in deep by Fernandez. Far boards, Fernandez and Cannizzaro both go down. Ramsey stick handles along the right wing wall, turned it over at center for the captain, Katie Spengler. Poked from her by Werfel. Played to Guido. Guido got caught in traffic and played against the right wing corner boards by Katie Spengler in her own end. Skated out left to right by Reeve with 1:15 to go in the second period. 4-3 Woodlands with the lead. Cannizzaro working on a hat trick. Skates in. Cannizzaro shoots! And a save made by Randy Miller. And a penalty coming up on the on the Cougars.
Guido was standing right below us in disbelief as McKinnon just barreled over him, and they wanted a call. And they continued on the pressure without him. He's not happy.
The Highlanders are 1 for 1 on the penalty, on the power play tonight.
Yeah, Cinco's got to try to survive this last minute here. And then an extra minute on the third.
Face-off, the win. Guido shoots. That deflected wide. Now it's Werfel. 1 minute to go, second period, 4-3 Highlanders. In below the goal line, Cannizzaro with a centering pass that was intercepted and cleared the length of the pond.
That was a big clear.
Ramsey will regroup and get things restarted as he will motor up the middle of the ice. Speeded ahead, Cannizzaro. He cuts wide to his left, now back to his right as he gains the zone. Turned over, Ferry, he'll clear it out to center, and Newton Wills will charge after it in his own end with 30 seconds to go in the period. 1:23 on the man advantage. This is a McDonald's I'm loving it power play for the Highlanders, who are 1 for 1 with the extra man. Another clear down the length of the ice by the Cougars with 18 seconds and counting remaining in the second period.
Good pressure by Cinco Ranch. Denzer.
On the shorthand in the Highlanders zone, played to the far wall, turned over by Ramsey to Spengler, killing more time off the power play. 58 seconds ago, 2 seconds, and no shot taken by Guido as time expires in the middle frame. After 2, it's the Highlanders 4, the Cougars 3. Final period of the Justice Cup final comes your way after these messages on the Legacy Sports Network.
The Walk-Up Company has a combination that few fabricators can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a seasoned workforce, high-tech equipment, and financial stability. This provides customers with the knowledge that their fabrication jobs will be done right and completed on time. Their commitment to quality and customer satisfaction has made the Walk-Up Company one of the premier metal fabricators in the southwestern United States. So remember, when you need metal fabrication done right and on time, use the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company Metal Fabricators proudly supports local sports.
Finding qualified candidates to staff your organization is a difficult assignment in today's job market. If this is a challenge for you, we encourage you to call Metter Staffing Services. They have been assisting Houston area employers for over 45 years in locating all types of personnel, ranging from entry-level administrative candidates to CEOs. They also have a temporary help and contract staffing division that can supply your company with clerical, light industrial temps, engineers, accountant, programmers, and virtually every other job category to meet your employment needs. Join the Metter Staffing conversation online on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, and the Metter blog. Or call 713-941-0616 today. Metter Staffing. Our talent is finding yours.
Michael Silvers, David Feliciano. Final period will begin with a Highlander power play. 53 seconds of carryover penalty time on the roughing minor called on Bryce McKinnon. 4-3 Highlanders looking for their 5th Justice Cup in club history. And a comeback perhaps for the Cougars looking to win their 2nd Justice Cup in club history. Ramsey right defense in his own end. Finds a charging Werfel, gaining the blue line. They skate from left to right. Werfel fans on his shot as he lost possession momentarily. Reclaims possession, skates to the left wing corner with 30 seconds to go. Pass comes out, Scotty shoots, that's blocked, and a lead pass comes to Fernandez on the shorthand. Fernandez in all alone, shoots, save made by ISHL. Oh, he had a tie game on his stick on the shorthand, but ISHL comes up big in his crease. 13 seconds to go on the Highlander power play, and little Andrew Fernandez working hard behind the goal line against 4 Highlanders, freezes the puck with 9 seconds to go on the Highlander power play. What a save by ISHL.
Yeah, Fernandez got loose and he got a nice pass, trying to get the equalizer. And ISHL stepping it, then poor Fernandez got attacked by 4 guys in the corner. He's coming off well-deserved rest.
ISHL comes up with a huge save, stopping the team leader for the Cougars in goals scored with 20 this season. Fernandez, 3 goals in this postseason. Here's Guido, 2 seconds and 1 power play is over. He snaps a shot and Miller gets a piece of it and jabs it into the screen.
Shots unofficially 17-11, Woodlands on top. And Cinco's strategy really is try to beat up Guido a little bit. The refs are letting them play. Yeah, we had some penalties tonight, but probably could double that the way they're playing out there.
Cougars outshot the Highlanders back on the Tuesday matchup on the 8th, 34-25 in a game they lost 4-2. Here's Reeve, left defense. Banks it off the boards, but Ferry couldn't skate it out. It's finally poked out to center ice. Newton Wills right to left, a cross-ice feed. Cannizzaro, 2 goals to lead the way, slaps one, blocked into the corner by McKinnon. Guido gets to it first. Half boards Cannizzaro. Passes to the right, out of the reach of Newton Wills. And then it'll be skated out. Denzer charging from right to left across the blue line. It's Reeve. Reeve lost it. Good back checking by the Highlanders. Ferry couldn't keep it alive. Reeve will regroup in his own end. Turning with, he's got McKinnon at left defense, but he feeds it ahead. A cross-ice pass intercepted by Werfel. Werfel to Cannizzaro across the blue line. The play is not going to be offside as the Cougars take over possession just outside of their blue line. 11:05 to play in this Justice Cup final. 4-3 Highlanders. Ferry backhands it into the Highlanders zone. Twisting with it is Cannizzaro, and he drops it back for a pass out to the left wing. It'll come to Guido at the red line. He recoils, drops it for Cannizzaro. He's canceled out by Reeve. Working hard in the offensive zone. It comes to Cannizzaro. Tees up a shot. And he fires one right into the breadbasket of Randy Miller.
Trying for a hat trick. Cannizzaro was the master of being way out there and suddenly unloading. He's the leading shooter tonight. He's probably got about 6 on goal, 2 of which have gone in.
Offensive zone face-off for the Highlanders. Cannizzaro will take the face-off. Ramsey up top, spins it in deep. Cannizzaro was waiting for it, and he's able to muscle it back towards the center of the rings, but it's turned over. Now Fernandez, who had a chance shorthanded, but was stopped by ISHL, has it below the goal line. Ramsey battling on the back check. It's loose, and Guido will stride ahead along the left wing wall from left to right, across the blue line. Gaining the offensive zone, taking off on the play. Here's Cannizzaro on a backhand rebound. They score!
Throw your hat on the ice, everybody.
Cannizzaro a hat trick. And a 2-goal lead is restored for the Highlanders as they lead it 5-3.
It was a counterattack by the Woodlands after Fernandez came down and the puck got loose and everybody jumped into the crease. Cannizzaro just got a stick on there. Ooh, that's a huge goal. Now 5-3, a 2-goal lead. Very crucial.
We'll wait for the official ruling to make sure it was Cannizzaro's goal. If it was, it's indeed a hat trick for number 51. A 5-3 Highlander lead nonetheless here in the Justice Cup final with plenty of time remaining in the third period. Ramsey, center zone. At left defense, turned it over. It is Cannizzaro's goal. It's a hat trick. Here's Newton Wills, shouldered down on the play by Ferry at the Cougar line. They battle along the near wall. Puck is worked free by Hawes. He skates between the circles, and he's hassled by Reeve. But it is Hawes who works hard to get the puck back into his possession before it is careened off the boards out to center ice. Ramsey throws it back in. Miller stops it behind his cage. Ooh. And a collision. McKinnon, after he was able to work the puck along the left wing boards. Here's Ferry skating in. Tries to stick handle past Ramsey. He does get by Ramsey to the left wing corner, but Ramsey turns with the puck and then is shouldered into the boards by Denzer. Far wing now, it is Asensio who drives in deep, comes out to Reynolds, and he can't clear the zone. Oh, does hop over a Cougar stick. That was Denzer, and it came back out the center. Now Denzer, there's a loose puck, or not puck, but a stick that flies onto the ice right inside the Highlander blue line. Denzer using his skates to try to possess the puck along the near boards. Turned over. Here's a shot from distance, blocked by Fernandez. Scotty to the puck below the goal line. 8:42 remaining in this third period. 5-3 Woodlands. They continue to battle. It's Guido who comes away with a loose puck behind his cage. And he will flip it off the glass out the center. It's going to roll all the way down. Icing will be called on the Woodlands with 8:28 remaining here inside the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center.
It's getting frenzied and hard hitting. And both these teams are lining people up and really unloading. McKinnon got killed over there, and we got sticks flying around, and it's turning into a violent third period. There's a sense of urgency on both ends.
Here's Spengler. Asensio shoots. That one directed just wide. Charging in, stopping at the half boards is Moses, but it's kicked out to center. Guido lost at the red line thanks to Katie Spengler. Now Cannizzaro. Moses got it to the Highlander blue line, fed ahead to from Newton Wills to Guido. Now it is Asensio. The Cougars attacking from right to left here in the third period. Fernandez tracking down Scotty. Twisting Scotty off the puck. And Scotty working hard to maintain possession. Taken off by Werfel. Far boards, right in front of the Highlander bench. Asensio. Asensio charging in deep. Right wing corner. Centering pass deflected into the left wing corner. Inside the final 8 minutes now, actually inside the final 7:40 of the third period. Spengler digging the puck free. Left wing circle. Centering pass, nobody between the two face-off circles. And now it is Guido from left to right. Across the blue line, poked away by Moses. Good active stick by number 15. Ramsey lost it. Charging ahead, Fernandez. Fernandez shoots, blocked. Shoots again. That one into the catching glove of Etchell.
Yeah, Fernandez is as little as he is. He's had some very good opportunities.
7:14 to go. Timeout on the ice. 5-3 Highlanders. This is the Justice Cup final on the LSA.
There's the sit-in floor seats while texting fan.
Would you check out this guy?
The throwback, the away team home run fan.
Okay, now that's loyalty.
And you can't forget the playoff game heading into overtime. I need a Big Mac from McDonald's to seal the win fan. What kind of fan are you?
Love your true colors with McDonald's break menu. Grab small fries with your choice of entree, like a double cheeseburger or Southern-style chicken sandwich for $2.50. For a limited time, prices and participation may vary.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
7:14 to go. Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. 5-3 Highlanders. Time running out on the Cougars, but still plenty of time.
Well, this third period is pretty insane. Just very violent, faster, and again, I talked about urgency. It's going to be a heck of an ending, and Cinco needs to get this fourth goal quickly as possible.
Miller will take the face-off in the Highlander zone. It is won by Hawes, a big face-off win defensively. Newton Wills, far wall Reynolds, chips it off the boards, and now it is Tilson in a 2-on-1. He's got Hawes straight into the goal. His centering pass is off the stick of Hawes and into the right wing corner. Here's a backhander. Puck is loose. Hawes on a backhand shot was blocked. Now he's a chance by Newton Wills, and far out of his crease to make the save, Randy Miller.
Great thing about Miller, he's very good at cutting down the angle. Even in traffic, he gets out of the crease and makes some big saves when he's kind of out there on an island. Shots thus far, 21-12 Woodlands.
Face off to the right of Randy Miller. Guido and Asensio. It'll be controlled by the Cougars. They couldn't clear the zone. Guido holds the line. Forced out, and it is Asensio who will burrow in across the offensive line. Centering pass, it comes to Reavy. Couldn't maintain good possession of the stick. Here's a one-timer by Miller after Reavy with a great backhand saucer, but Etchell made the save. Here's another chance. Miller, a soft backhander, and Ramsey puts a stick on the ice to block it away. In down low. Centering pass. Oh, it came off the stick of Reavy, but he couldn't get a shot off. Oh, that was an excellent pass from the right wing side. Now it is Guido behind his net. Austin Guido will motor up the middle of the ice. He lugs it ahead. He's got Cannizzaro to his right. Guido gains the line, snaps a shot high and wide. Comes to the near wall. Cannizzaro muscled down by Reavy. They battle along the near board, still in the Cougars zone. Puck will come to Guido, twisting with it down low. It is punched away by a sliding Randy Miller. A turnover, Guido at the half wall. Spins it in deep. Taken off the play, and down he goes as Miller will cut to his right and take it from right to left across the Highlander blue line. Miller shoots, and a glove save by Grayson Etchell.
And then
Asensio was looking for a rebound that never came.
Guido is still talking to the official. McKinnon is hitting Guido pretty good down there, and Guido wants a call, didn't get it. And what a save by Etchell. And that save was falling backward with the glove.
Offensive zone draw and a timeout. No timeout. It's going to be an offensive zone draw to the left of Etchell. Ferry will take it. Looks like he's going to take it against Hawes. I think that's 6:34 left on the clock.
I think you're right.
Montaigne controls the faceoff and skates it out into the neutral zone and pitches it into the Cougars zone. In deep, getting there first, Hawes skates to the left wing corner. Hawes drops it back. Newton Wills plays a cross corner feed into the right wing corner now for Montaigne to pivot and drop it in down low on the cycle. They battle on the near boards. It'll be skated out by Fernandez. Cuts to his right. Got by Hawes. To the right wing for Spengler to skate into the offensive zone. And it will be Montaigne who takes possession and clears the zone. Goes all the way down Moses. In deep in his own end. Reynolds comes shoulder to shoulder with him, and Moses will take it behind his cage. Fernandez up the left wing boards, out the center ice, blocked by a linesman. That was, I believe, Johnny Dibburn. Indeed it was. And Guido skates it in before it is cleared out by the Cougars with 4.5 to play in the Justice Cup final. 5-3 Highlanders. Cannizzaro, a hat trick for the Woodlands. Skates in, tees up a shot, and sails it wide. Now it is Newton Wills getting the ricochet in the neutral zone. Goes cross ice with his feet to Cannizzaro, who glides back in across the line. Drops it for Guido with 4:12 to go in the third period. A 5-3 Highlander lead in the Justice Cup final. Battling now is Werfel and Asensio on the inboards. It comes to Guido, right wing circle, twisting with one, and he shoots in a left pad save made by Miller. Now it is Asensio. Asensio takes it behind his net. Far wall, now it is played, but not out of the zone. Carroll couldn't muscle it out the center. Drop back in deep, now it is Reeve. Reeve skates from right to left. Got it out the center ice, but not further after that as Cannizzaro turns it back in. Delayed offside, the puck is loose. It comes back out across the red line to Newton Wills. Cross ice feed, Werfel will jab it back in to the Cougar zone with 3:30 to go here in the Justice Cup final. 5-3 Woodlands. Here's Ramsey, center of the ice in his own zone. Feathered it ahead for Reynolds. Out of his reach in the Cougar zone, Reeve at right defense. Caroms it off the boards. It'll be taken ahead by Miller, and he will shoot it in deep. Asensio comes burrowing in on the forecheck. He's got Reynolds straight on him. Now it is Reeve up top for a shot. Redirected and off the stick of Miller as it was redirected in front by Carroll. Back to the right point. And it is Denzer. Denzer was having to deal with Guido with inside 2:50 to go in the Justice Cup final. It is a 5-3 Highlander lead, and now it is 2-on-2 as Guido saucers one ahead. That will come across the goal line. Icing is called on the Highlanders, and we'll take our final timeout of this Justice Cup final. 2:41 to go. The Woodlands lead at 5-3 here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Finding qualified candidates to staff your organization is a difficult assignment in today's job market. If this is a challenge for you, we encourage you to call Metter Staffing Services. They have been assisting Houston area employers for over 45 years in locating all types of personnel, ranging from entry-level administrative candidates to CEOs. They also have a temporary help and contract staffing division that can supply your company with clerical, light industrial temps, engineers, accountant, programmers, and virtually every other job category to meet your employment needs. Join the Metter Staffing conversation online on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, and the Metter blog. Or call 713-941-0616 today. Metter Staffing. Our talent is finding yours.
The Walk-Up Company has a combination that few fabricators can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a seasoned workforce, high-tech equipment, and financial stability. This provides customers with the knowledge that their fabrication jobs will be done right and completed on time. Their commitment to quality and customer satisfaction has made the Walk-Up Company one of the premier metal fabricators in the southwestern United States. So remember, when you need metal fabrication done right and on time, use the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company Metal Fabricators proudly supports local sports.
2:41 left here in the Justice Cup final. 5-3 Woodlands. Offensive zone face-off after the icing for Cinco Ranch. Puck onto the stick of Reeve. Worked free by Cannizzaro, right wing side. Stops at the red line, feeds it ahead for Guido. Snaps a shot off the post. Reeve plays it up the boards, but not out as Cannizzaro drives it in deep. Now it is Guido kicking with it, and making a stop was Miller. Keeping this deficit at 2 for Cinco Ranch with 2:15 to go. Spengler, when are they going to pull the goaltender here, Dave?
Probably 1:30.
Now it is Spengler weaving her way into the Highlander zone. Dropped it back for Asensio, who spins it in deep. Ramsey beats Spengler. Spengler there working hard offensively. Comes to the corner for Miller. Miller plays it behind the cage. Ramsey poked from him by Spengler. And still behind the cage, and now it is Guido who will motor it out from left to right with the final 1:45 ticking off this Justice Cup final. It's Cannizzaro. He shoots one between the circles, got it back, shoots! That one just wide. Now it is Spengler from right to left. Tries a pass to the middle of the ice. It went off the skate of Guido. And once again, the Highlanders will make a change as the Cougars regroup.
Goalie still in there.
Here's Fernandez. Ahead for Denzer. Still Miller, been told to not leave his crease. 1:18 to go. Scotty trying to avoid a forechecking Denzer. Nice play by Fernandez to take off Scotty from the puck. And they couldn't clear the zone as it is dropped in deep by Reavy. Again, looking back, Miller still in his crease with 1 minute to go. Still 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Reavy, a pass over to the right. First shot that is blocked and it never got through to Etchell. Now Cannizzaro. Cannizzaro working 1-on-2. Couldn't stick handle past the Cougars at the blue line. 45 seconds ago, it's Asensio. Stick handling, still in the neutral zone. He shoots it in deep. Miller still hasn't left his crease for an extra attacker. Here's Fernandez, left point. Banks it off the boards at the half wall in deep. Ferry absorbs a hit from Newton Wills. A delayed penalty coming up on the Woodlands. Montaigne touches up. And we still do not have a whistle. Finally, we've got a whistle.
Now you could probably take him out.
With 22 seconds to go, it is elbowing and a slash.
Whoa.
And it could be coincidental. Fernandez is going to the box. And so is Newton Wills.
Well, that took all the momentum out of there. Now it's even Steven. And I think Cinco was afraid to pull Miller because Cannizzaro was out there, and they still had good puck handlers for the Woodlands, so kind of risky. If you give it away, Cannizzaro probably gets goal number 4.
A face-off out the center.
Yeah, it's still going to be 5-on-5. That's how intimidating the Woodlands is. You didn't want to pull the goaltender. Too dangerous.
22 seconds separates the Woodlands from their 5th Justice Cup. They will ice it.
That's a big win on that faceoff. That killed about 10 seconds.
You're looking at about 16.4 remaining here inside the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center.
Yeah, this is it. Whoever wins this faceoff be very key. If Cinco wins it, they got to get a shot off ASAP. Woodlands can pretty much just ice it here.
If the Woodlands can hold on and win, they will have claimed the most Justice Cups in league history. They are currently tied with the Clear Lake Club with 4 Justice Cups. 12 seconds to go. The zone is cleared. 10 seconds to go. Reavy drives in, drops it back. Asensio up top for a blast by Denzer. It is blocked. And for the 5th time in club history, the Justice Cup champions are the Woodlands Highlanders.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought game. Woodlands brought out all the stops. The stars came out. Cannizzaro with the hat trick, Mike. And they're the Dynasty program in the Houston area.
Five to 3, the final score. The Woodlands Highlanders are the Justice Cup champions in 2016.
Shots was 24-14. Only 1 goal in that third period after 5 in the second.
1 goal scored by the by the Cougars to start tonight's game on the power play by Miller. Then 4 straight scored by the Highlanders before 2 straight scored by the Cougars to cut the lead to 4-3. The insurance tally at 2:46 of the third period as Grant Cannizzaro with the hat trick. No doubt most valuable player of tonight's game. And the Justice Cup for the 5th time belongs to the Woodlands Highlanders. And really, let's go back. A chance for a tie game. Fernandez on the shorthand was stopped by Etchell.
Yeah, how about a game by Etchell? That would have been the tying goal if Fernandez scores that. And then less than a few minutes later, there was a scrum out front, and Cannizzaro he got the fifth and the key goal there. Best slap shot in the game, best wrister in the game, Cannizzaro, having a big night.
Teams exchanging handshakes. 4 opportunities this season, David Feliciano, for the Cougars to beat the Highlanders. They just weren't able to do it.
And the 3 losses, they had only 2 goals each time. They did have a tie. Cinco, they stuck with them all 4 games. Yeah, it's good to see as hard-hitting as that third period was. Everybody is congratulating each other. And
Cinco Ranch now 1-3 in the final game of the season. Losing in 2004, 2014, and now 2016. Their lone championship in 2010. The Highlanders winning 5 in 2000, 2003, 2012, 2015. Back-to-back cups as they win it here in 2016 as well.
And a lot of their team is juniors, sophomores. I mean, they're just reloading for next year. They do lose Guido and Cannizzaro. Well, congratulations to Cinco Ranch, the team we probably saw the most of this year. A great season. They won the division, got here to the final, and they gave it a go. Almost got to 4-4, and then the big save, as Mike pointed out, and then Cannizzaro, the key 5th goal.
Second place medals being draped over the necks of the Cinco Ranch Cougars. So close. Working so hard to cut the 3-goal deficit to 1 before going down again by 2 in the third. And the only goal scored in that third period off the stick of Grant Cannizzaro, scoring the hat trick to lead the way for the Highlanders. And they will be presented with the Justice Cup momentarily.
And Cannizzaro, what a way to finish his career. Second leading scorer on the team.
Getting their second place trophy, Captain Katie Spangler, alternate captains Keaton Denzer and Justin Reevy. Austin Guido, Grant Cannizzaro, and Jordan Reynolds to be presented with the Justice Cup.
That's a great bunch of players there. And Guido, he was clobbered the whole game, and he stuck with it, made some plays, set up his teammate.
We'll step aside and come back to wrap it all up in just a moment. 5-3, the Woodlands Highlanders, the 2016 Justice Cup champions, back-to-back titles, and their 5th in club history. Post-game coverage on the other side of this break. You're listening to the Legacy Sports Network.
There's the sit-in floor seats while texting fan.
Would you check out this guy?
The throwback, the away team home run fan.
Okay, now that's loyalty.
And you can't forget the playoff game heading into overtime. I need a Big Mac from McDonald's to seal the win fan. What kind of fan are you?
Love your true colors with McDonald's break menu. Grab small fries with your choice of entree, like a double cheeseburger or Southern-style chicken sandwich for $2.50. For a limited time, prices and participation may vary.
At United Chiropractic, they believe there are many benefits from chiropractic care for your health. It can range from pain relief in your joints, back, or head to increased mobility, performance, balance, coordination, or energy. And when you come to United Chiropractic and Dr. Dino Demetrio, you can trust that they're committed to restoring you to good health. You don't have to live with less than the best health. But if you are, why not stop in and see them at United Chiropractic? They're in Pasadena at 1120 Pasadena Boulevard. Or call them for an appointment today at 713-472-1444. United Chiropractic, committed to your health.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
First Community Credit Union reminds you to think first. Think first for all your personal and business needs. With services from savings to checking to loans, we're here for you. If you need a house, car, construction loan, or just need some extra cash, well, there's a loan for that. Come see us at one of our 14 convenient locations in the greater Houston area, or log on to fccu.org. First Community Credit Union, making a first-rate financial difference in our members' lives. Now, if we could only help our team win the game, right? First Community is open to residents and businesses of Harris and Fort Bend counties and Tomball, an equal housing lender backed by NCUA.
Celebration continues. Pictures being taken on the ice, celebrating a Woodlands Highlanders 5th Justice Cup final trophy and championship in school history and club history.
And this is the hard part when the parents come out here without skates on and the regular shoes. This is the hardest part right here, taking the pictures.
The ISHL Justice Cup final is a production of the Legacy Sports Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Legacy Sports Network is strictly prohibited. Grant Cannizzaro, player of the game, with a hat trick to lead the way for the Woodlands Highlanders. Austin Guido with a goal. Ramsey with an even strength tally. Miller for the Cougars with 2 goals. The other goal scored by Zach Ferry. And the Highlanders win their 5th cup in club history. 2nd place yet again for the Cinco Ranch Cougars for the 3rd time in their history, winning the cup only once back in 2010. And we'll do it all over again next season. How about that, Dave?
Well, at North Division, stacked, and I don't see any fall off for Cy Woods and the Woodlands. These teams just they get good players, they start them young, good program, a lot of support, and how about these fans? This is the biggest crowd I've ever seen in probably the 6 years we've been doing this, Mike. We have people around both ends of the ice, 200 feet each side.
5 consecutive cups now to North Division teams. Tells you a lot about the North Division of the Interscholastic Hockey League. Dave, let's wrap it all up here.
It was fun. Another great season. Always interesting and always great to see stars come out. And Woodlands, they'll be back. They're going to be among the contenders for next year in Cinco. A very good season on there, and Mike's been fun. We'll see you on. I'll see you on Sunday.
Very good. That wraps it up from the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. The Woodlands Highlanders defeat the Cinco Ranch Cougars tonight by a final score of 5-3. They win the 2016 Justice Cup. They're back-to-back champions, and they're 5-time Cup champions of the Interscholastic Hockey League. We certainly hope you enjoyed it and our coverage. Once again, we will see you again next season, bright and early on a January of 2017. But until then, for my partner as always, David Feliciano, my name is Michael Silvers. Until next January, so long everybody.